Hinckley in Leicestershire, 13 Black.
Place your bets now.
13 Black have a new team member, Tasha. Welcome, Tasha.
Hello.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Now, particularly so because your first fight's in with Razor. Do you think you can beat him?
Yes.
Good. Positive thinking. How are you going to do it, though? The discs are a bit improved, aren't they? Tell me about them.
Yeah, well, they're not really improved. They're just the same old 800 RPM, 90-mile-an-hour discs, you know.
But they're stronger.
Yeah.
I knew you've made them stronger. So your aim, then, is to wipe the floor with Chaos on one side and Razor on the other?
Yeah, I think we should be able to do that easy enough.
Is there any chance?
There's every chance.
Good. Well, it's a game of chance, isn't it? Got it?
The weaponry, two 850mm chrome moly-bladed carbon composite spinning discs with 20-mile-an-hour top speeds. It's rushing roulette, but it doesn't like being flipped.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. Razor, Ian Lewis, Simon Scott and Vincent Blood, the world champions. And together in the pod, Chaos 2 there on the left, George Francis, Ian Swan, Richard Swan and 13 Black, John and Tasha Denny and Richard Morris. In the arena, Mr. Psycho, gruesome as ever, and also fighting for the house robots, Shunt.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, were 13 Black spinning their weaponry before Activate was sounded? Did they try and get a little advantage there, I wonder? Razor comes in and immediately stops one of those roulette blades spinning. Chaos 2 can get the flipper to work, but cannot hoist the combined weight of Razor and 13 Black. I'll remind you of the rules. One robot falls at this stage. Two survive to the second round of today's show. Will it be Razor surviving? Brilliantly self-righting after that flip from Chaos. They landed right way up on those killer wheels. Were they lucky or was it superb driving? It was a great attack by Chaos, and once again Razor have got to grips on 13 Black, and once again Razor, by doing so, have just opened themselves up to a flip by Chaos. But Chaos cannot lift 192 kilos of confined Razor and 13 Black. Razor very much here on the scent of 13 Black. Chaos comes in, something's come off Razor! It's one of the arms! They use those to pirouette and self-right Razor, but look at the attack of Chaos 2! And it was 13 Black spinning blade that ripped one of those arms away! Now, will Razor be able to self-right? Are the world champions here in real trouble? Twice world champions. Chaos 2, twice previously UK champions. After all, we're talking all-stars here. Razor and Chaos 2, have they been immobilised? Razor has a look and a crumple, and in goes the beak and pierces Chaos 2's armament. They know the weak spots of Chaos 2. So many battles over the years. Is it time for Chaos to go back to the drawing board and replan George Francis there on the right? Because your machine is in dire peril. Being lifted up by Razor, 13 Black, top of your picture, staying out of trouble, but I think did well early on here. Could be a surprise factor in these All-Star Championships. Don't forget, you'll see the climax, the All-Star Final later on. Firestorm already there. And the ref bot counting down and counting out a sad looking Chaos 2. Out they go. The lights are blinking, George Francis. But there's no one at home. Oh no! Ignominy. Infamy. What's going to happen? Will the crushing hammer of Psycho come down, or will it be the floor flipper? It is! Chaos 2, over and out in the All-Stars Championship. Oh, not the hammer now, surely. Ooh! What was not flat before is now mighty. There's the pit release button, activated by Shunt, perhaps just to put Chaos 2 out of its misery. Mr. Psycho has you in its claw. That just gives you some sense of Psycho's size out there. He is immense. It's just a mere bauble, a toy in the grip of Psycho. I wonder if that's the last time we'll see Chaos 2 in that format. Maybe the end of an era here.
Cease.
Chaos flipped and pitted. Razor and 13 Black, they go marching on.
Dominator 2, you know what they're up to?
Doing bits, aren't they?
Yes, they're doing absolutely well. They're not now. They've been doing a lot of welding. And they say they're as strong as they were before.
Yeah.
But does that give you, do you think, a bit of optimism that you might get in there and cause some more damage?
I'm not really worried about them at all, just damaging
Aren't
them.
you?
No.
But that axe is amazing. If that axe gets onto one of your spinners, surely it will stop them.
It'll probably stop the spinner, but once it comes out, we'll start up again.
Okay, well, best of luck. I said that to them too.
Dominator 2.
There in the control booth, Peter Halloway, Elliot Smart and Paul Tolliday.
13.
For 13 Black, John and Tasha Denny, she's only 8, and Richard Morris.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Matilda in the CPZ of the arena for the House Robots. And Dead Metal, serrated saw in there too.
3, 2, 1.
Record gives us green for go. 13 Blacks. Rushing roulette, I described it earlier, up to 20 miles an hour, but bashed into by Dominator 2. I just worry about the actual effects of that axe. It looks rather grand, doesn't it? But 13 Black, unlucky for some, has dodged away from it. Oh! And gone straight into the CPZ and very nearly crashed into the spinning flywheel of Matilda, which glances into Dominator 2, turns it on its side, and now Matilda can come out to play. Not great driving initially by 13 Black, but Dominator 2 followed through into there and got caught. They're righted now, they can back away and come onto the onslaught. But they need to eradicate mistakes like that if they go through to meet Razor. 13 Black, oh! As well, I was going to say depress the pit release button, they destroyed it! Dominator 2's axe has got a grip on one of the roulette wheels. Is holding on. Can they edge it slowly towards the pit? 13 Black trying to drive. Away, no. Heave, ho, to and fro. 13 Black holding on. Dominator 2 pushes. Oh, so near. Dominator nearly backed in. 13 Black, look at this. This is great stuff. Oh, can they do it this time? It's the immovable against the irresistible. 13 Black still fighting away. Dominator 2 nearly turned tortuously towards the pit once again. Don't go left, boys. Move away from the pit. 13 Black on the attack. Matilda there waiting. Who's going to repair that? I'm not too sure if you've got it in the budget. And Dominator 2, what is this love affair with the pit? Not even the 13 Black team can understand Dominator 2's tactics here. Oh, 13 Black! Well, they obviously don't want to go through and meet Razor, either of these two. This is tremendous stuff. It's going to go to the judges. Well, they live dangerously.
Did you like that battle? Did you like that battle? What a right ding-dong. Too close to call. We're going to have to go to the judges while they're making up their considerable minds. Let's see the highlights.
Oh, did I see some shaking heads in the judges' pit there? I don't think they can quite believe what happened. Good attack by Dominator, but then flicked by Matilda as they went too close to comfort. They righted themselves with a little bit of help from 13 Black. Not great style from 13 Black, nor there from Dominator, nor there from 13 Black. Goodness me, they skirted that pit. Will the judges mark them down for that? What a battle it was. Stalemate in the end.
Well, The judges have made the decision. Now, you know what they're looking at. Style, control, damage and aggression. It was a right ding-dong battle. But they've gone for 13 Black! Hey, you won! Are you happy?
Yeah.
Really good. What did you think of the fight?
Fine.
You thought it was fine. Did it all go according to plan, sir?
Not really, no.
He did put a right hole in one of those spinning discs, but the disc's still going.
Yeah, we weren't worried about that at all. It's just,
yeah. You must have been worried about going down the pit, though.
Yeah, a bit.
I mean, you were really, really close.
I know.
Hey, you're fighting Razor, and Razor are running scared.
I'm not surprised. We've been told we're the only ones that could take out Razor that are left in the competition, so we'll have to see.
Bring on Razor. Let's hear it for 13 Black!
OK, 13 Black. Razor is saying that if you spin up early, they might attack early.
I think that's a sign of nerves, to be honest.
You think they're nervous? Now, Dominator couldn't get through with that axe. Razor have had a little nibble, but didn't do much damage last time. Are you the ones that, for the first time in a very long, long time, will beat Razor?
I think so.
Razor.
The reigning world and All-Stars champions. Vinnie Blood, Simon Scott and Ian Lewis on the right.
13 Black.
The challengers. John, and little Tasha Denny, and Richard Morris there in the middle.
Roboteers, stand by.
Sergeant Bash is back in the arena fighting for the house robots. So too is Shunt with the bulldozer blade.
2, 1.
And they didn't spin up to speed before Activate was called, but Razor still got a very early attack in. Don't forget, the winner of this goes on to fight Firestorm 4 in the All-Stars Grand Final. 13 Black moves away. Looks pretty as a picture, but not causing any damage. Until it came side on into the Razor team's machine. But 13 Black, I think, has impaled itself on the side wall of the arena. I think the discs were spinning so quickly, they've actually sliced into the arena side wall. And 13 Black has impaled itself, which means the Razor can drive on and crumple, and bend and buckle, and bruise the hopes of 13 Black. That roulette wheel was turning so viciously quickly. It literally sliced into the Macrolon's side wall and stuck itself on. John Denny at the controls of 13 Black, a crash test photographer by Trey, looks on as Razor has a grip now. The inexorable grip of the world champions. Former UK champions. Current All-Star champions. One of the greatest robots ever conceived, designed and built, and now horribly improved. Pit, pit, pit is cried by the crowd. Down goes the pit. The controls of Razor ever so secure. And although 13 Black isn't budging for the moment, both you and I know the outcome of this, don't we? Razor is not going to give up now. Ooh, Richard Morris looks crestfallen. They've done brilliantly to get this far in this All-Stars heat. But whatever your number, odd or even, red or black, your number's up if you're a 13 Black fan. Down they go, very slowly. Razor are through to the All-Stars final.
Black, unlucky for some, certainly unlucky for them. Razor are through to the All-Star final! You're not disappointed. You're glad you went out then.
Yeah.
You nearly took them apart in a previous fight. You ripped their arm off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They must have been really nervous of you.
I think they were, but we got stuck on the wall. Like, we couldn't get off, and that was it, really.
But it was more than that, though. Their mighty claw was ripping you apart as well.
Well, only when we were stuck.
Only when you were stuck. What was the tactic this time? Because you wasn't just relying on the spinning disc. You were making the whole robot spin.
Well, I wanted to get the disc up to speed.
Yeah.
Before they got hitting at us. So if I spin up first, get the disc spinning, then come out the spin.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're not the new kids on the block anymore. You're tried and tested old roboteers now. Everyone's scared of your robot. It didn't work this time, but next time it mightn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. You're going to come back then?
Sure.
Yes. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Black!